The original Avengers get a lot of love, don't they? But the new ones, well, not so much. Part of the reason for this is the train wreck that was Age of Ultron. The villain was typical Marvel, all talk, no show. But it did introduce us to one character that it killed swiftly and another character that we've grown to fall in love with, Wanda Maximoff. I mean, it's Elizabeth Olsen, guys. Who doesn't love Elizabeth Olsen? She's like Keanu Reeves, but hotter. Scarlet Witch has some powers, to say it modestly, and she's got her own set of cool scenes too. With WandaVision coming to Disney Plus in a couple of days, it's the perfect time to rehash some awesome moments of our favorite witch. Avengers, even at full strength, could barely hold their shit against Thanos and the Black Order. So when the Black Order corners two Avengers in an alley, you know they're pretty much dead. Unless, of course, one of them is Wanda Maximoff. So Wanda and her pleasure toy are roaming around, enjoying each other's weird company, and there arrives Proxima Midnight and Corvus Glaive, the baddest, meanest of the elite group of Thanos' army. Coupled with Ebony Maw and Cull Obsidian, the Black Order is an invincible force to be reckoned with, and Wanda still kept two of them at bay all by herself. How cool is that? So Corvus Glaive impales Vision out of nowhere and tries to take the Mind Stone. Vision is rendered useless, and just like the entire Infinity Saga, our gal had to do it all by herself, and she was awesome. The Black Order means business, they don't mess around, so to actually fight them alone and almost get away with it was perfectly badass of Wanda.
I got eyes on the prize.
Now, one of Scarlet Witch's superpowers is giving you nightmares. I don't know about you, but Elizabeth Olsen can keep me awake all night, every night if she wants. Anyway, her powers are so weird, yet so effective, that it got the whole Avengers reeling, like how she single-handedly trapped all the Avengers in their own personal hells in Age of Ultron. Through her mental manipulation, she exposes the deepest fears in Tony, the freaking Chitauri army, his friends dying, and him not doing enough to save them. It was so tense to watch Tony traverse the dark emotions in his mind, and it was so amazing how Wanda manipulated him to actually set the ball rolling. His fears, his attempts to save everyone, and all of that backfiring as Ultron all came from this moment. Gotta give it to Wanda, she can defeat an entire army on her own just by playing with their heads.
Sam?
Okay, Wanda Maximoff is super powerful, but she's also the primary reason why Marvel stories move. In another instance of how Wanda's actions have the biggest consequences in a movie, we see Avengers fighting old foes in Lagos. So Brock Rumlow's back with a vengeance after Captain America blew a friggin' building in his face, and now he goes by the edgy name Crossbones. To be honest, I like what they did with Crossbones' armor and stuff like that, but not enough to outbattle an OP Steve Rogers. So Rumlow does what he does best, shouting and blowing things up. But this time with Steve Rogers. And our gal Wanda comes out of nowhere. Seriously, she sneaks up from the back all the time and bam, a whole frigging explosion right in the palm of her hand. Scarlet Witch creates a force field and contains all the power of an explosion just in time. It's too bad she's still learning to control her power and accidentally blew up a building. That wasn't her intention though, but it sure did lead to the Sokovia Accords. Boy, oh boy, you sure wouldn't want to walk up to Wanda and go sleazy on her now, would you? She can literally disintegrate your body in seconds. So imagine what happens when she feels extreme emotions and lets out all of her explosive powers. This happens. Age of Ultron follows a boring superhero template, but it did one new thing for Marvel: killing a major character in his first appearance. They killed Pietro Maximoff, aka Quicksilver, not the X-Men one. As you know, seeing her dead brother didn't exactly make Wanda happy, and she let us know that with an incredible psionic blast of energy that totally obliterates Ultron's robots. She really lets it rip and goes wild with her rage, and to be honest, it was glorious. She cleaned up the radius from an army of robots all by herself, and this was back when she was the weakest. Damn, that's power, right?
I want to finish the plan. I want the big one.
Scarlet Witch can control minds and make them go crazy, so how about tipping off the scariest Avenger in the squad? Emo Wanda's next target? The Incredible Hulk. Scarlet Witch keeps the mind manipulation thing going, and she knows the biggest damage she can do is by unlocking the beast in Hulk. She toys with the mind of Bruce Banner, and out comes the Hulk, or should I say an angry Hulk. Hulk goes full savage on the town, destroying properties and crushing people like watermelons. Thanks to Wanda's mean trick, we got to see the epic showdown between Hulk and the Hulkbuster. Really, plot manipulation is one of Wanda's superpowers. It's amazing how a young and untrained Scarlet Witch got heavy on the entire team of the Avengers. She had the balls before she started dating Vision. Call it a lover's quarrel, but what are lovebirds for if not occasionally lying to each other and burying one to the bottom of the earth? I'm yet to accept whatever weird thing that Wanda and Vision have between them, but they sure had a rocky start in Civil War, didn't they? So Wanda's on international news because of a little accident in Lagos, and Mr. Stark wants his butler to keep Wanda away from the public. Mr. Rogers wants Wanda to fight, so what do? We send the Hawkeye to babysit Wanda instead of his own babies. To be honest, he wasn't really a match to Vision's power, so it obviously came down to what Wanda wanted. And boy, she sure wanted to smack some dudes with her blast. Like a jilted lover, she rained havoc on Vision. And by havoc, we mean sending Vision to the bottom of the earth as if he's nothing. Wanda draws power from Vision's Mind Stone so that she can control Vision with it. And how gloriously she paralyzed and crushed him. Ain't nobody telling my girl what to do. The Psionic Blast? Well, it's mighty powerful, powerful enough to stop a friggin' train. So the Maximoff twins have switched sides halfway through Age of Ultron because Uncle Ultron wasn't really vibing with them. So now he destroys the train's control system and leaves it out of the track at full speed. There's literally a city full of civilians in front of the unstoppable train, and then there are hundreds of civilians inside the train. Major Spider-Man vibes, am I right? Steve Rogers can't do shit to stop it, and the rest are busy fighting Ultron, so it's up to the new recruits. Pietro does his speedster thing and saves people outside, while Wanda gets to work. She goes deep into the earth and nullifies the train's speed, bringing it to a halt. We're talking about a time when Wanda was the weakest, and she still did that anyway. She saves like hundreds of people that day. Truly badass. From being an asshole youngster to switching sides and becoming an Avenger, a lot's happened with Wanda in Age of Ultron. Oh, she also lost her brother, I forgot about that actually. Anyway, Hawkeye's back in the dad mode, babysitting Wanda again. Wanda's scared.
Okay, look, the city is flying. We're fighting an army of robots. And I have a bow and arrow.
So she really doesn't know what's going on. And just like the last time in this video, Hawkeye gives a TED talk and leaves the choices up to Wanda. And boy, does she respond heroically. She comes out in all of her glory and absolutely crushes Ultron's robots. She really has pet hate for them, doesn't she? God damn, this is one powerful scene. So we've already talked about how Wanda's connected with the Mind Stone, so only she can destroy it. It also powers Vision, so destroying it means destroying Vision as well. But drastic times call for drastic measures. Dread it, run from it, destiny still arrives, and Thanos is inevitable. He finally arrives, brushing away all the resistance the Avengers have put together. He's just too powerful for them, isn't he? Half of the entire universe versus one Vision. The maths is simple. The stone must be destroyed before Thanos gets it, and of all people, only Wanda can do it. Imagine having a traumatic upbringing and uncontrollable powers to finally finding love and a family, and then killing that person with your own hands. Doesn't get easy for Wanda, but an Avenger has to chin up and face the music. She goes full OP and blasts the Mind Stone and stops Thanos at the same time. She single-handedly does what a team of Avengers couldn't do and lost her only love on the way. Gotta feel for her.
You took everything from me.
Wanda gave everything to kill Vision and stop Thanos, but the Mad Titan just reversed back the clock with the Time Stone and destroyed Vision for the second time in like 5 minutes. Wanda's not someone who forgets the reasons behind her pain, so a fully evolved, rage-filled Wanda lands in front of Thanos, and she's a woman drunk on vengeance. Wanda is so powerful that she's the only Avenger who can seriously challenge Thanos, and he realizes that the hard way. You don't remember who she is? Prepare for your disintegrated body, dickhead. And she almost succeeds. She almost becomes the Avenger to kill Thanos on her own until he...
Rain fire!
Dick move, Thanos. Dick move. From a nervy teenager unsure of her powers, Wanda Maximoff has gradually grown to become an amazing Avenger with full control of her powers. I mean, if you have a Scarlet Witch in your team, you've already won half the battle. She'll just rage blast everyone or manipulate their mind to kill themselves. Either way, she's badass. So what's your favorite Scarlet Witch scene? Let us know in the comments section. If we've missed anything, don't forget to mention that as well. And also tell us how excited you are for WandaVision 2. I'll see you next time on the TV Regent.